And very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Commanders. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's Tunyon bringing in the quick throw. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Kimball Fuller, boy, no problems for him on that play defensively. Really nice tackle for loss.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Tyler Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. 26. Snap comes at 1. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gives that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll set up to throw. And Thomas has it. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. He's at the 50, 30, 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining. On fourth down, Watson to the right side and complete to Thomas. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On first down, it's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Oh, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the Sticks. Rodgers now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
After the interception, here's Watson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards remain for second down. Now Watson. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 32 that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Watkins here. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
On second down, it's Jones. Shifts past him at the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. Aaron Jones, not one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you'd call a downhill runner. And he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll go again to Jones. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier. On play action, it's Rodgers.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line.
26. 30.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Completes it to Davis. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Packers 14, Commanders 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Packers 31-yard line.
Here's Watson toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson returns it right back to Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Slide for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On play action, Rodgers. It's Dillon again. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On first down, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
They'll run with Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Rodgers under pressure, and they got to him again. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken at the 46. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders would extend their lead here just before halftime. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. That little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And it looks like, yes, the Commanders have it. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football. Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly. Sly able to put this one through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own. Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky. Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss. And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss. On 2nd and 12, Watson. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Got an open man, finds Gibson. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the red zone now, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet. You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about
is a team that just threw that interception. They've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Going deep here for Watkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. On play action. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll find DeGuara complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He'll find Jones again. Complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. Sly on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And now here's another interception. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
After the interception, here's Watson.
He completes this to Cole Turner.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson.
This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On first and 10, it's Robinson.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Robinson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. On 4th down, Watson.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Get 300. Get 300. 88. Back more.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Being chased out left. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Back to throw, Watson. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On first down, it's Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. From the gun, here's Watson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Here's Watson. Able to connect with Dotson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. Now Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33. When I saw the pressure coming out, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 13 yards.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Boom, boom.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
First down, Packers.
Hey, take 26. Plant. 26.
Rodgers going to throw. And now here's another interception. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. Past the 20.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara.
Hey, 88.
Now Rodgers. Gotta have this one. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Rodgers now on first down. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. One last shot at the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check.